Hello and welcome back to the Brizy Academy. My name is JP and today in this tutorial we are looking at the Brizy AI Builder. Before we talk about what the AI Builder is, there's a lot of new stuff rolling out. So we just released an update a few days ago and I had to redo this course actually. And that's the good news. There's new stuff coming out all the time. And during this year, we will continuously update this tutorial, this course. So every time there's new features that roll on, we will also update this. So you can come back, you can rewatch this and learn all about the great new things. So what is the Brizy AI Builder? If you've never heard about it and you're very skeptical about it, then just go on over to brizy.io. At the top, go to products and you will find the AI Builder here at the very top and just select that. This will give you everything you need to know about what the AI Builder is. There are new features coming and there are currently some restrictions on what it can do, and we'll talk about that in a wee bit. But for now, the AI Builder is going to allow you to build landing pages within a jiffy, and that means you get everything. You get your page ready to go, menu, navigation, you've got testimonials, and you can regenerate your themes, your typography, even your images. And if you use Google My Business, which we will be looking at, you can set up your Google business site in no time with just a click of the AI Builder. All of that we're going to cover in this course. The purpose at the end of the day is to save you time. This is what we've come to understand about how AI works. Many of the processes that we work on and that we spend a lot of time on, the AI can speed that up incredibly and get it done for you in no time. Just have a look at this carousel of websites that have been created, and this will give you a very good idea of all the variations and the styles that the AI Builder can generate for you. Does it mean it's going to replace you? We're back to this age-old question. The answer is, of course, no. There's a lot of work that you're still going to do afterwards. And if you're a person like me who comes from a graphic design background, you're going to be stubborn and you still want to design a lot of the stuff from the ground up by yourself. But then there are other features like the AI text generator within Brizy, and in the future there will also be the AI image generator within the Brizy Builder that greatly helps me. And I love using AI chat versions, whether it's Claude, Perplexity, Meta, Gemini, and ChatGPT. All of them make me very happy. They speed up and they help me get the job done just so much quicker. That is it. That is the AI Builder. Before we then start working with it, I want to actually talk about what's coming up. Let's do that next. At the current moment, the Brizy AI Builder can generate landing pages. That means a one-pager. That's all it can do. And for many people, that will be a deal breaker because you want multi-pages. You want your About Us page, you want your services page, all of that. It's important that you understand this, and then I'm going to tell you the good news in a short bit. Also, currently, the AI Builder, even though you can build AI websites within it, if you want to edit it and you want to actually publish it, you can only do that in Brizy Cloud. A video on YouTube you can go look out for on what is up in 2025. Demi gave a very good idea of what you can expect in terms of AI for 2025, and that includes multi-pages. One of the things like section generation we've just rolled out that is done within the AI Builder. But I highly recommend that you go to Brizy, brizy.io, and then at the very top, you go to resources and blog, and you look at the latest blog that says Webinar FAQs Brizy Plans for 2025. This is a great article if you want to know about all those extra things that weren't covered in the webinar. Many people had questions, additional questions, and we spent some time to give you good feedback on that as well. So if you scroll down, you will find a section here on the AI features and builder. And I think the first one, will AI website builder functionality make it to the WordPress plugin at some point? And the answer is yes. And then it is qualified by saying hopefully no later than the end of Q2 2025. I would give a few extra months on that. Go and check out this article, but the good news is that very soon in the future, you will be able to create entire multi-page websites with the AI Builder as well. And these features will just keep on getting better. You're going to see how Google My Business makes it a breeze to set up your website in no time using the AI Builder. Enough of this. Now that we've talked about what the AI Builder is, it's time that we start building out, and we're going to do that from within Brizy Cloud as well as the dedicated page to create your first page using the AI Builder. There are two places you can begin your journey into creating a website with the AI Builder. The first one is right within Brizy Cloud, and for this, of course, you need Brizy Cloud. Simply go to Create New Project, then Websites and Landing Page Create, and you will see we have Generate with AI, and click on Generate. However, as this is happening, watch what happened to your URL here at the top. It switched to the dedicated AI Builder, which is ai.brizy.io. So technically speaking, you are actually building it always at the same place, and that is here at ai.brizy.io. If you remember this URL, it's very easy just to start here. So instead of going first into cloud, I can just open a new tab and I can type in ai.brizy.io and it will open it for me like this. The good news here is you don't even need to have a Brizy Cloud account. So if you have WordPress or you just want to see what this is all about, you can just type in this address and it will open up the AI Builder for you. You can play around with it for free. Once you want to publish and make changes within Brizy Builder, for that you will need Brizy Cloud. And the good news is, in the not so far foreseeable future, you will have it for WordPress as well. The first thing we're going to do is look at all the different components of this AI Builder. And as you know, if you've used any AI app, there aren't many because the idea is the AI is doing most of it for you. The reason we're doing this first is so that you understand everything that the AI looks at. And then at the end in this course, we're going to look at Google My Business, where you basically hand over the steering wheel and let it drive you over the cliff. By using your business on Google, you basically do nothing, sit back and bing, there you go. Let's start with step 1, and that is to enter your site name. This is your website name, and I'm going to go for something like dentist, right? So let's say JP's Amazing Clean Teeth. And you see there are many options happening down here as I'm typing that. That is all to do with Google My Business. We just want to use our own custom name. I can select it like so with the click, or you can just hit enter or return on your keyboard and it will keep this one, and that's it. There's a strange little option here. Don't have a name yet. Offer some ideas. What? Well, if you really don't know what you want to call your website, you can go ahead and click here and offer some ideas and then go through a whole little process of trying to be innovative and give you some inspiration and come up with a name. That is up to you. I think you should try and get a name ready here. But if you have a client that is not sure what they want to do, a great place to offer those ideas. This is step 1, and that is entering the name of your website. Let's go ahead and click on next step. Step 2 is all about your industry. Where are we working in? Click within the search box, and this is going to open up a plethora of industries here. You can go through the list, look at it, and I'm pretty sure dentistry, we're going to find it here. Let me see dentist over there. If you're getting lost in all of them and you're not sure, you just enter the dentist and type it in, and it will give you the closest related option here. And now I select dentist. Let me just, and make sure it is locked in like that. Again, you have the option here, not sure what to pick, suggest a few, and then it will give you random selections, solar installation, EV rentals. We don't want to go there. Again, if you're just trying to put out something and come up with ideas, especially if you are building up a portfolio, and I want to make this note here. Many people who start off, if you are new into the world of website building and you want to impress your friends and get more customers, one of the big hurdles they run into is that people ask for examples of what they've done. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, here, a tip, it's a cheeky one. You can generate a lot of different websites and pass it off as your own and say, here, I have this example and this example. So quick, right? This is step 2. Pick your industry. Let's go and select next step to go to the third step in this information collection stage. Here we add extra detail. And this detail is to give the AI some idea of what your website is about, and it will use a lot of the copy here. Copy is another fancy word for text, the information here to build out your website. Specifically, it's going to have the contact us section, and it will use the phone number and the email that you have provided here. You can actually just leave this empty. If you just want to get that framework of the website and you want to change it out with content by yourself later on, leave this empty. You will see everything here is optional, and just select build your website. It will build the website, and the AI will just generate some fancy ideas and all the information they think should go onto your page. But if you want to give it a little bit of direction, add it here. I've already opened Meta AI and I've asked it to give me, oh wow, I've actually have a long part here, and I ask it to write a little bit intro for my dentistry and focus on teeth whitening. I'm going to paste it here. Let's see what happens. Okay, everything is there nicely. And then let's give it a number here. I'll say +27. And then the email, I will call this jp@dentist.co.za and select build website. And this takes us to the end of the entire process of just setting up the website. And in a very, very short time, it's going to build this website for you. Look at that. It just whizzes through everything, and bazinga, it's going to generate this website. But let's talk about this website now. We've created this website with the AI Builder. I'm going to scroll down here so we can have a look at it. And the AI, just like everything else, is going to give you hits and it's going to give you misses. And for me, who's very picky about what I'm looking for, I often will have a little few more misses than I will have hits. But what the AI has done here, it's taken everything that you've told it to do, the information you gave it, and it created this website. It did not a very good job there. Okay, I have a very long name for my business. You see, it gave it ... That's not very smart. And we'll change those kind of things in the builder. We have to clean it up a little bit. It brought in images related to a dentist. It brought in headings. It brought in text. Everything related to a dentist. Here we have the teeth whitening services that I requested, and it came up with cosmetic dentistry, which is very close to that, and the radiant grin. I cannot complain about that. Then we have here a testimonial from Larry Chester. Great, I didn't even know him. And then we have here a location and info. And then finally here at the bottom, we have a get in touch. And you saw that the number, the telephone number I added there, as well as the email appears here. Like me, I don't like to have my email address online from experience. So what I will do is probably go in and switch all of this out a little bit. But this is absolutely an awesome place to start. But if it's a miss for you and you don't like it, let's start talking about the regeneration. In the bottom right-hand corner, you see this little icon here with the little stars, the AI. Hover over it and you get regenerate, and you have 5 options: titles and text, images, typography, colors, or the entire page. If you select any of these, it's going to regenerate that component for the entire landing page. It will go back to the builder and quickly build that out again. Let's start with titles and text, and I'm going to look for an area with a lot of titles and text like this one, and I'll select titles and text. So take a snapshot of that, and we go through the titles and text. Jump back into the AI builder. This time it will go quicker because it's only going to do that part. and it's changed the font. I like this kind of font, also very good. Let's look at the next one, images. Let's switch out the images. And with dentistry, a very visual one like this, you're not always going to get the nicest images. So, go through that, see what you can find. And then afterwards, when you go into the builder, you also switch it out to the content that you have in hand. That is what the regeneration for the entire page is all about. You can select entire page, and it's going to disregard the style, everything that has happened here, and give you a total new copy. Word of caution, everything you do here, there's no undo, right? So if you're very, very satisfied with what you see here and you want to try something else, you just start the process again and you open up a second instance of the AI Builder. Select the entire page and let's have a look at how it's going to break everything down. And of course, we're going to go back into the AI Builder. This time it will take longer as it has to go through all those steps again. But again, less than a minute, right? And that was actually quicker than the first one. Okay, so actually, I like this header it created here at the top. Okay, I don't like this green. Okay, well, this color is okay. It gives you that dentist, chair, that green kind of feeling there. Okay, I like this layout better. And I think I'm going to stick with this. Your people have a lot to say about JP's amazing clean teeth. And then we have our social and contact section here at the bottom. Having talked about all of this regeneration, we just introduced regeneration here for individual elements as well as sections. Let's start with the sections. You know what is a section? It's a block. All this is a block and this is a block. And every time I hover over one of these blocks, you're going to see this icon appear here in the top right. And when I hover over it, it's going to give me two options: to regenerate the titles and text of the section, or to regenerate the images. And you will see this icon appears every time we are at a new section. Let's go to this section and then we select titles and text. And it's only going to generate it for this section. The rest of it is going to remain unchanged, right? No changes here. Again, just be cognizant of the fact there's no undo. So if you get something you like, you better stick to that. Titles and text, let's do it one more time just to mess around and give it extra work. Achieve a dazzling smile with professional whitening. Same for images. Let's go to a place where there's more than one image. Over here, we go to the section and select images. Currently, this is very big. Actually, the correct size of this canvas is more like this. I just make the canvas bigger so we have a little bit more of visual real estate while you're watching this video. So I'm just going to increase that again a little bit, but look at how quickly. Now we have the same image though, I think is up here. Is it? Looks to me. No, it's a little bit different. But again, same thing. However, what has happened now is that it changed the images, but I don't want this image. I'm happy with this one. So apart from being able to regenerate sections, you can also regenerate individual elements. Go to the text here where it says personalized teeth whitening for radiant results and select it and you get regenerate the option and it's going to do the same. Let's select the image and click on regenerate and it's only going to regenerate this image. Oh, I like this, but now I'm in a good mood, so I'm going to play around. And this is very similar. I think it's basically the same one. More or less the same, from the same stock library. Okay, I like this one. These two match together. I think this image is also somewhere else on the page. Here we go to this section, and I actually see we have here a fixed image. Let me see if I go to the section and click on images. Indulge me, please. Yes, it will also do that. But now I have that image again. So select the image and regenerate. We already have that one up there. And that is the same as that one. And you can play around and get lost. Good. We want to have this guy with his great white smile. Let's look over here. Illuminate your smile. Click on the text and you can regenerate the text. Again, I don't believe you're going to make a perfect website with all of this, but what you'll be able to do is to get as close to your end goal by doing that. just remember certain things will not be able to regenerate here. For example, the map is a map. Your contact form won't be able to regenerate, as well as things like your information here, which you locked in at the very beginning. So your telephone number, your email address, those things are fixed. You won't be able to regenerate them. Of course, once you go and publish it within Brizy, you will be able to edit them. When we get to Google My Business, one of the cool features is that when you go to an area like testimonials, you can regenerate the testimonial and the AI builder will switch it out with another testimonial from Google My Business. That's really cool. And that is the regeneration of the entire page and the different parts of the page, as well as individual components on the page. One more feature here, often overlooked, is the share option here in the bottom left-hand corner. If you click on share website, it will copy the URL that this is currently working on. I will open up another browser. I'm not logged into Brizy here, and this is Firefox. Welcome back. Bye. And I will paste, let me just close this. Let me paste the URL over here, and let's see what it gives me. It goes through the building process, or it looks like it's going through the building process, but it's just loading the page, and we get an identical copy of the one that I'm working with within Chrome. What you get here then is a duplicate. So if you share this URL with somebody else, note a very important thing. They still have full access to make changes to it. So if they decide that they want to regenerate the colors, they can do it. So I can say, let's regenerate the colors. And we give it a quick moment to go through that process and give us different colors again. And if they say, I like this one better, all I have to do is go ahead and click on share the website and send the link back to you. And now, when you paste that link, it's going to load that version, but actually both of these versions still exist at the same time, almost very close to a confusing situation of quantum physics. If you are sharing this with somebody else as an example of what you've done, a client, remember they're going to see all of what you are seeing. They're going to see the regenerate function. They're going to see edit and publish with Brizy, and they're going to be able to make changes like regeneration. So if that is not your end goal, you better rather go ahead and publish it first into Brizy and then use that URL within the builder and send it to them to ensure that they can only see it as a website and not make any changes to the content and style. And this brings us to the end of the AI builder. Let's talk about the AI builder versus the Brizy builder and Brizy Cloud, and in the future also Brizy WordPress, right? It's getting a little bit confusing. The AI builder is a standalone platform that only builds these landing pages. There are no editing facilities here. You cannot go ahead and customize it the way you would like it to be. For that, you will need to regenerate everything here inside the Brizy builder, which is inside Brizy Cloud. And that's an easy process. That is the button here in the bottom that you see over here, edit and publish with Brizy. So once you've created the website, you've gone through all the regeneration, you've shared it with somebody, they gave you feedback or whatever the purpose was for you to share it, now you're ready to go into Brizy and open it from here, edit and publish with Brizy. Select it. And if you are not logged into Brizy Cloud, it is going to tell you that you will need to log in or you need to sign up for Brizy Cloud. This will take a little bit longer than the AI generation process because it's getting everything ready and bringing it into Brizy Cloud and setting it up ready for editing. What is cool now is everything that you are used to within the Brizy builder works perfectly the way you expect it to work. But more importantly, if you go to global styling on the left here from the sidebar and you select it, you will see that the color theme generated by the AI as well as the typography appears here. So it's not that you're thrown in and then you need to go and figure out what the AI has done. It gives you these options. And this is where I think it becomes still cooler, because that regeneration of the colors and the typography is actually also here as well. You can see we have colors and typography. And if I want to regenerate that, I can go ahead and click here on the colors with this little sparkle, and it will go ahead and regenerate the color theme. Wow, love it, right? And that is for the color theme. Ooh, I like this one, a little darker. I don't like the green. And if that is the case, I can go in, I can change the green out. But I get like a kid in a candy store. I keep on playing with this and just keep on going and going sometimes and forget I actually need to do actual work. Gives me the snot green again. All right, let's stick to this one. One more time. So let's stick here now with the pink and blue. And let's also do just a quick typography. Regeneration. One more time, just so that we know it works. And keep on cycling through this until you find a typography set that works for you. Let's stop here. And this is where I mentioned earlier that if you wanted to share this with somebody, a client, I would do it from here. Update in the bottom, Control S, Command S, and then from here you can preview it. Preview. There's your page, and you can grab this URL over here and you can share it with your customers. Where is this project now? Exit the builder in the bottom left and select Go to Dashboard, and this takes you back to the Brizy Cloud dashboard, and you will see the project has been created here with your website name. If you want to change this out a little bit, just say dentist website, then you can go ahead and do that. So all of your Brizy Cloud features are still here. No need to worry about that. That is the AI Builder. All of that thinking, all of that building, all of that design done within a minute. If you start this entire process, which we've probably been doing now for 20 minutes plus, and you're very comfortable with it, you're going to see it's literally 1 minute to get you from starting the AI Builder into the Brizy Builder, and everything is set up, and you can just begin to change out the content, add what you need from pre-made blocks or even from other templates, and then get it ready for yourself or the client you are working with. Now, it's time to talk about Google My Business, so we go back to the AI Builder. Let's create a new project, website and landing page, and generate with AI, and this will open up ai.brizy.io. I'll just close out all these tabs at the top so I don't get lost in all of that. Now I'm going to type in a business. Here in my hometown, Stellenbosch in South Africa, I'm going to use a landmark place called Oom Sami se Winkel. Unaffordable for us, Oom Sami se Winkel, which means Uncle Sam's shop. That's what it means. And there is the address. I'll click on that, and that's all. The steps that we had earlier in terms of the industry, in terms of a description, as well as a telephone number and an email address, none of that are going to appear now. Once I click on Build Website, it's going to build the website. But here's the cool thing. It's going to use as much of the information that it can find on Google about this specific business, including the images. So it will create that personalized website from the get-go. Let me click on Build Website because this may take a little bit longer. The AI is going to look at the images. The AI is going to look at your business hours. It's going to look at your contact details. But one of the things I mentioned earlier, it's also going to look at those reviews, the Google reviews that people gave your business, and bring those in as testimonials ready for you on this page that it is building. And once multi-pages come in the future, that is going to be such an awesome feature. As I mentioned, this process may take a heartbeat or two longer than the normal one because those images and that text will be very specific and it brings in everything. So let's have a look at what it has done here. Now, Oom Sami se Winkel, Uncle Sam's shop, is this little antique little shop here in our town that's been here forever. It sells all these curious stuff from food, traditional food from yesteryear, of course, recently made, as well as antiques, furniture, and very typical South African stuff. So we need to get that kind of feel when we go through it. I like the color scheme already. always in Africa, I like more warmer colors like oranges, the soil and ground kind of colors. But let's have a look at what the AI Builder has done here. What is important? I just mentioned to you it's about the past. So if you look at this text over here, embark on a journey through time with diverse treasures and nostalgia. That is the power of AI, taking text that's already available online and creating the proper copy for you. Because I just told you, this is focused on antique, on yesteryear, etc. So treasures, nostalgia, it gets the right words. And as we go down here, look at here, vintage clothing, antiques, all of this is the right stuff. Nice photos, this is in the shop. This could be taken by a customer and it posted on Google Photos. And then we have more here, spices, sweets, memorabilia. Yep, this is Sami se winkel, 100% correct. Look at this. So if you are trying to pitch some ideas in your little town and you want to create a little business for you, go ahead and use this. And then you go to these people and say, hey, why don't I make your website? Look at this. I quickly did this one for you. We can take it further. And a lot of people who don't have websites yet, very few nowadays, but they will be very interested in what you've got to show there. Yes, wine is another big feature. And then we get here to the testimonial section. These are true testimonials. So these people, they actually exist and they put out their reviews on Sami se winkel on Google. The website address is going to show you it. You see here, it's 85 Dorp Street, Stellenbosch Central, Stellenbosch, and it shows you exactly where it is. And it brought in the details, the location, as well as the telephone number, but it won't get the email address. This is usually not available online. And this, if you want the email address, you'll add it there. And then social, you have reviews, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter. One page, so quick, just using Google My Business. But there's more, and that is the regenerating option. Again, like before, you have the entire page regeneration down here. If I want to change the colors, I often play around with the colors. But many times I've come to decide not to change the colors here. I'll do it in the builder. Why? Because there's undo in the builder. Pro tip there. Oh, I like these colors, but here we don't have enough contrast. I can change that within the Brizy builder. But I do like this warmer color. The one generation here that's very important, and that is the testimonial regeneration. So we have this one here from Melanie von Steen, but it's too short. So I'll click on it. Let's just go back. I'll click on it and I'll say regenerate. And you will note that through this process, I cannot click on the image nor the name because the AI sees this as a testimonial. Same again with this area over here with the map. I cannot change it, as well as the contact information over here. And there we go. Perfecto. And then from here, we go ahead and edit and publish it with Brizy. One more feature that I've not touched on, but it's actually there at step 1, and that is localization, which means you can actually set up these websites in a number of different languages. Let's look at that. We are back in the AI Builder and we're talking about localization. And when we talk about localization, we mean getting the website or even the interface in your language. The layout currently is in English, and you'll see here in the bottom, it says English, and I select it. You have the option for a number of different languages. So if you're Norwegian, which we're going to use in this example, you just select Norsk, and it will change the interface of the AI Builder for you into Norsk. I guess that's how you pronounce it. You can see everything changed there. Generer fantastische. Okay, I'm not going to insult you guys. I don't want to make myself sound foolish, so let's go back to English, and I'll keep the interface in English. But the second thing is that you can set up the website in one of these languages, right? So not all the languages appear here. For example, I speak Afrikaans. That doesn't appear here. We have more than a dozen other languages in South Africa. They don't appear here. We'll stick to English. And this is mainly for people who are working with agencies who are generating a lot of websites for their clients. And if you are a person that's in an agency and you're doing that and your language doesn't appear here, you are more than welcome to reach out to support. In fact, since the last time I've made an update on the languages here, I've seen a few new ones have been added. We are very happy to work with agency partners and bringing in languages, because this is AI after all. You just give it an instruction, no feelings. Let's go ahead and select Norwegian. Now, the website will be generated in Norwegian. And I'm going to use, again, Google My Business. So I've searched for a coffee shop and I found this one called Kuro Oslo. Kuro Oslo. And let's see if I paste this, if it can find it for us. Yes, it says Rathgatesgate, Oslo, Norway. And I'll select it. And if we look at this coffee shop here with these images, there's 142 images. I think the AI builder should have a lot to work with and many options to generate a nice website for us here. Let's select build website, and that's what the localization is all about. First of all, you get the GUI, which is the interface you work with in a number of languages. And secondly, you can generate the website in those languages. And there we go. Website created. It's in Norwegian. It's about a coffee shop in Norway, in Oslo. And what more can you ask for? I know, multi-pages, it's coming. Great stuff. You can make the changes, regeneration, entire page, different sections, different elements. And I won't know what the difference is between the previous one and this one, but it did the regeneration for us. We can regenerate this image over here. We can share the page. And when we are done, we can go ahead and edit and publish it with Brizy. Perfect. And that brings us to the end of this tutorial. That is everything regarding the Brizy AI Builder. In a nutshell, you can access the AI Builder from Brizy Cloud or at ai.brizy.io. Currently only available for Brizy Cloud. You can build landing pages and you can regenerate sections as well as individual components on the page within the AI Builder. Then once that is as close as perfect as you're gonna get it, you edit and publish it with Brizy, and that project is generated for you immediately within the dashboard. Very easy to access. You can change out maybe a custom domain. It's ready. Great way to come up with quick ideas. The future, as I mentioned to you, there's a lot in the future. And I just think always the thing that amazes me the most about AI, you think we've pushed it as far as we can. And then the next thing you know, somebody comes with a new idea. Currently, we're talking about multi-pages. We're talking about within the builder, image generation. But I'm pretty sure there's loads more to come in the future. Remember to visit us at brizy.io. Under resources, you're going to find loads of stuff. The blog that I've mentioned, and then the academy where there are many other courses. Same that you're going to find on YouTube, but it's nicely structured for you in the academy, ranging from Brizy WordPress, Brizy Cloud, AI, and then we also have Shopify in the works. Support and documents here, we have a community that you can check out. And if you're never sure about what you can expect from our products, go to Trusted Partners. It's a great read if you want to know what other people, big agencies, are doing with Brizy. And that's it. That's the end of our AI Builder 2025. This is the first one. I'm pretty sure within a month or two from now, we'll be redoing this and bringing all those new features. And every time something new rolls out, we will also roll out updates for you. Go well, I'll see you just around the corner.